Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a Cyber Quick Hit powered by localhost Cyber. Today, we will examine a phishing email to identify how to look and where to look at different elements of the message so that you can identify the scam and not fall victim to it. So this is a message I received earlier. It appears to be an invoice of some sort, instructing me to pay, instructing me that it'll automatically charge my financial account a certain amount of money for something security service. So let's actually dive into this and what tipped me off that this would be a fraudulent email. So first off, the subject line itself, thank you for using our security. I don't really know what that means. Usually it'd say something like the software or being a valued member or invoice receipt. This just says thanks for using our security. Second is the individual that sent it, it came from a Gmail account. Yeah, some businesses run off of Gmail accounts, but the ones I deal with don't usually have Gmail. They have their own domain. So that's a tip-off to me as well. Not to mention, this email was sent to consumer 1458 with me as the BCC. Now that tips me off as well, because if this was an invoice, it should be sent to me directly, not to someone else with the BCC to me. Next up is the address. This is actually addressed to our best user. Again, invoice to me. It should stay my name or some variation of my name, not our best user. Now let's take a step back at this email and actually just look at it holistically. We see several different points of weird formatting. You got best, that's bolded, just support. There's no space between the 1 and the year. Just mail is bolded. Hours are bolded. Let's see what else. Deductions capitalized in the middle of the sentence. PayPal, bolded. Invoice, not number. Geeks, not deluxe or security. And what does even variant mean? Variant must be a language translation, something else, and their English term is variant. Would it be software? Would it be the product? You know, what the actual transaction? So variant's a little misleading. And here, if they have any questions, which is capital, wish to cancel the renewal, which is capital, please connect us. You mean contact? And then finally down here, you got this guy, Mark, who bolded his name. Oddly enough, this does not match. Pasquet. Mark Pasquet? Doesn't make any sense there. None of those names match. Not to mention Geeks Squad Support Team. Just very odd how this email came across. So now we have a couple different data points. If that wasn't enough, we want to actually dive and do some analysis here. We can actually Google a few things to make sure we're not misrepresenting what this email actually is. So why don't we start with the individual's email address? We can copy the email address. Let's go into Google. We'll Google this. Let's take this out. And look, no results found for this individual. Now we can take this a step further, and there's this thing called the OSINT framework, the Open Source Intelligence Framework. So we can jump into that. And here, we have an email address. This is basically your starting area of what information you have that you'd like to research. And now once you have an email, there's a bunch of different areas you can search. So let's just do a regular search. And these are several providers that you can use to search the email that you have. So we'll just use that's them. We'll drop it into here at gmail.com. Enter. It's going to search some billion records. And the results are in. found 0 results for our query. Makes sense. So what this individual or this group probably did was created a brand new email address to launch this campaign. So let's close this out. Let's look for another data element in here. How about this phone number? Phone numbers are usually good. I don't want to call this phone number. Rather, I want to Google this. So again, let's open up a brand new browser, drop in the phone number, and see what we have. Oh, the calculator came up. Let's add that plus back in. Now, we kept the formatting in there in case somebody else had an issue that posted this in a forum indicating that this was some type of spam or fraudulent campaign. The first few results don't have anything that matches our phone number. There's other variations you can try. You could try just putting in the whole phone number, like so. This is probably going to hit on a bunch of serial numbers. It looks like Mangesh Jaguar Land Rovers has some type of phone number that looks like this. So this could definitely be a reused phone number that's happening right now. But either way, that would be the phone number that we're instructed to call. Finally, we could probably take this Geeks Squad support team, see if this phrase has been used before. Now we get Geek Squad Tech Support, which is, I guess, Best Buy's legit. Oh, sorry, we have to click here. Search instead for what we want to search. Google changing our terms. What is the Geek Squad scam email? Yeah, so this is Geek Squad. This is probably aligned to what these scams are talking about. So we do know that this is not the legit Best Buy. Now, when we look at the email and what they're doing, this was an invoice of some sort that was sent to me, instructing me to call a phone number, which indicates that they want me to call them so that they can try to solicit my credit card information from them. Because they say here, if you wish to cancel the renewal, please connect us. And if we think about renewals or even just purchases that we need to return or cancel, sometimes they need to rerun our credit card. And so this is a way to trick individuals into providing their credit card information so that they can quote unquote refund you the money. Instead, they turn around and use your credit card to buy, anything that they would want because they technically have your credit card info. So long and short is, don't call this number, don't get on the phone with them, just ignore it, send it to spam, let Google weed it out. So thank you very much for joining me today on how to identify a spam email, the different data points. I hope that you take this away, knowing what to research, how to research it without clicking any links or calling any phone numbers in the email before you've understood that this is really a fake email versus a legit email someone would have sent you. Thanks.